When last we left our heroes, Gorlick, Sevi, and Adric had gone on the hunt. Adric returned 1 week later carrying his chimera. 2 weeks later, Gorlick came back carrying his wyvern, and 2.5 weeks back, Sevi, trudging up the mountain, came with dragging his cyclops. After about 2 more weeks, the party was presented with their spoils. Adric was given a great axe of giant slaying. Gorlick was given a wyvern belt that has the properties of a venom dagger, but also the property in which a thrown object can return to him. And Sevi was given a halberd of smiting. After this, Adric talked to the party and told them that somewhere around Mount Virs was the 5 spires and his associate he needed to talk to. Lyn led the party up the mountainous range, and on the 2nd day of their travels, they heard chanting and a wall of sound coming from atop this volcano. They sent Ava, the mechanical bird, up to see what was happening. Through Ava's screen, they saw 4 people who looked to be singing and one playing a drum. Behind them, a caged dragon and 9 other people in a circle. When Ava came down, Sevi, Adric, and Lyn jumped on the magic carpet and began to fly up. Then over the mountain, 4 entities that looked like drakes, though they had fiery wings and were wreathed in flames, came down and attacked them. Frederick used one of the elemental cards to give him the power of flight as he began to fly up the mountain. As he was casting spells, he realized the wild magic was then surging through his body as he then summoned a unicorn to aid the party. Gorlick and Theron began to climb up the mountain. Arya turned into a giant eagle and summoned 8 giant owls to fight with her. Hel, tapping his belt of haste, began to run up the mountain. Through this battle, Hel fell unconscious, tumbling down the mountain. As Theron began to try and climb the mountain twice, he fell. At the top of the mountain, Adric and Sevi killed all the cultists. Adric, Gorlick, Sevi, and Arya began performing a reviving ritual on Hel as he was dead, and Lyn ran down the mountain to retrieve Theron, whom, with his back arched, laid on top of a rock. She healed him and began to lead him up the mountain. The reviving ritual successful, at this point in time, a voice was heard from the head of this cult in Adric's ear. "You have 2 days." Everyone else heard this voice inside of their minds, a much more angelic type voice. The party, not knowing exactly what to do, began to question everything. Adric picked up a rock and threw it in the middle of the volcano. A moment passes, as then a head comes out of the molten lava before them. The head of a bird. As it then began to fly higher and higher, they saw its red and golden feathers, wings of flame, come up. As it presented itself before them, it told them they had 2 days to bring this dragon wormling before it. If they did not, bad things were to happen. Theron, on some of these rocks, found claw marks etched into them from what he believes to be a bigger dragon. And that's where we left off. Sorry, I've been a little sporadic lately. We had a cabin trip, and before that, nothing really happened within the campaign, so that's the reason this campaign diary is a little bit shorter. If you want to keep up with anything that is happening, such as that, check my Twitter. The link is in the description. Also, on Sunday, March 26th, we will be having another live stream of my second group, and you will find out where they left off in their campaign. Happy gaming, everyone.